What's up, Jooba People? Today we are learning how to play beautiful emotional chords, and I created this little PDF which you can go download with the link in the description, and I'm just going to show you a little sample of what it is you're going to learn today. Okay, so I'm just going to make this up. This is a live video, so hopefully this goes well. Hopefully it does go well. So we're just going to play in the key of G. So G. Cool. So that's most of the chords that you're going to learn today. And we're going to first go through the chords step by step, and then we'll teach you a couple of chord progressions that you can use to implement that. So let's say you want to play C, D, E minor. I'll show you a couple of ways to play that without using the boring old C, D, E minor. And then we're going to play it differently like this. Or like this. So we'll go through those chord progressions. So if you want to skip ahead to the chord progressions to learn the actual stuff, then you can, but we're going to go through all the chords step by step right now. So the first chord is a G chord. Wow. G chord, pretty cool, in the key of G. That works really nicely actually. So if you have the G chord right over there, this is the usual G chord that most people play, the most popular one. Okay, but if you take this finger off and you mute the fifth string, then you get this G, which is really nice. Now this finger is open to do a lot of cool things, like to come over here or to go there for G major 7, G sus2, G6, G/F sharp. So sometimes I'd bring my pinky in as well. But anyway, this is the G. The next chord is a G major 7. So if you play the G and you put this finger down on the high E string, isn't that beautiful? That's just such a nice G. Okay, all these chords are available in the PDF that you can download by clicking the link in the description for free, by the way. Okay, so this is the G. Ah, isn't that beautiful? So you get G. Really nice G major 7 chord. Beautiful, emotional, and very colorful. And then we have this G/B chord. Okay, so this is really nice chord if you're going to C. So a lot of people play G and then go to C. Now this is a nice transition chord. G, G, G/B. Very beautiful chord. Very cool, very nice chord. Okay, so that's the G/B. The next chord that we're going to go to C. Actually a C major 7. Now this chord is used a lot in very indie type of music. It looks like an A minor, and you just take it up 2 strings and 1 to the right. Very nice full C. C chord to put into your library. Now this is a C add 9. It comes from the C that we just did, but you just add the pinky here on the second string. So then it's not a C major 7 anymore, it's now just a C add 9 /3 if you want to be very technical. But anyway. Sounds a little bit less sad if you compare it with the C major 7. Okay, then this C is the final C that we're going to do for now, and it's the first finger over here and pinky on the 5th fret. Now this is a nice chord to strum or to pick, but it's nicer to pick. Okay, I'm just doing. What I'm doing with this index finger is I'm muting the top string and the string below it. So that's what makes it tough when you're strumming it. You really have to mute those strings. But if you pick it, you don't really have to mute them. And this works really nice with a G/B chord or a fragment of it. So very nice flexible chord there. Okay, then we go to this D, which uses the same shape as our, what's the name chord? The C chord. So you just take the D, the C shape, and just take it up 2 frets. And this comes from the song from Billie Eilish. I had a dream, I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see. So this works really nice as a D, but only in emotional indie kind of music, not really in traditional folk music. It's not going to work that nice. But anyway, so if I pick it just like this. So a really nice D chord to throw into your repertoire. It works really nice for strumming and picking. This D/F sharp chord is, you don't really have to think of it as D/2/F sharp, but you can think of it as just a D/F sharp. So if you're playing G, let's do the D. Pretty nice. Okay, and then this D comes from the C shape that we learned previously, this one. Okay, and it's gonna sound like this. If you get the C here, C, D on the 5th fret, and then E minor. We'll get to that on the next page. So C, very nice chord to add to your library. Okay, then this E minor is a little advanced, but it might be within reach for most people here. So here you have E minor, okay, and then E minor 9 works like this. It's got a 9 and a 7 added. And if you pick that all the way up and down, it sounds like this. Oh, isn't that beautiful if you add the C then? Go to E minor 9 again. And then if you add this D and this B minor. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That's just a really, really beautiful E minor. Okay, and then you can also play this E minor at the 7th fret. So if you're playing this D and this C, then you can go to this E minor. That's also a variation of it, just like inverted. Cool beans. So the next E minor is also at the 7th fret, and it is used with this C and this E minor. And if you strum this, it's really nice. So if you go C, you can add this middle finger here on the 7th fret as well. C, D, E minor, C, D, E minor. Okay, so it works. It actually comes from the song Blackbird, I think. Yes, it does. I don't think I know. Okay, and then we got the E minor. Oh, this is a wonderful chord. E minor, add flat 13. I'm not positive that's the actual name, but let's call it that. So we got an E minor with the pinky here. Oh, this is a nice one that I forgot to add to the PDF, but anyway, E minor, add 9. So that's E minor. And then if you add this one here, because this is a 13 is there, and that's a flat 13 there. And that resolves to this E minor, just the E minor with the pinky. So we got this E minor here. E minor again. Let's see. So this doesn't work nice if you stay on a full measure just on this chord, but if you stay on it just for a while. Anyway, let me know who's watching, where you guys are watching from. I would love to know. Okay, the next chord is a B minor, and this works really nice with C and D, these shapes. C, B minor, minor, E minor, B minor. Let's do that again. You can add the pinky at the bottom if you want. Okay, cool. So that's it for the B minor, and the A minor 7 is an essential chord to know. That's beautiful and emotional. So let's just zoom in here. So we got G/B, C, G/B, A minor, E minor, to that chord now. Okay, so that's E minor. This is the other B minor that I showed you just with the pinky added. So C. Anyway, that's a simple one. This B minor is a new one. So remember the chord wheel in D/F sharp? B minor, C major 7, D/F sharp, G, B minor. Okay, cool. Now we go to the extras page. Now the extras page has a bunch of extra chords. Now this is a G major 7 /B. So we got G major 7. But we got B in the bass, so we do this. Oh, that's one of my favorite chords to use in the key of G and E minor. So. Beautiful chord to add to your mix. C add 9, what a beautiful chord. Everybody plays it like this, but you've seen it been played in this video a number of times without the pinky. Okay, and then a D add 9, add 11. So that's a big name. You can just think of it as D with a lot of color. So it's just like a C chord, old-fashioned C chord, but played on the 5th fret. You can add the pinky if you want to not have the add 9 there, but the add 11 is different. And this looks really nice if you have the C. idea. Okay, A minor 9. This is a very intense chord, very deep. You can use that in conjunction with this E minor. So this is E minor. With this C. A minor. C. D. Very nice A minor chord. G, sus2, very plain chord. You've seen me demonstrate it in the beginning, but it's G, and then just add the index finger on the 3rd string. Very nice way to do it. This G works along with this B minor and a bunch of other chords in the key of G. So if you take this G, muting the 5th string, it goes with this D, G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, D, D sus F sharp, G. The idea. So this shape is, it works along with these ones as well. So that's the B minor. I just include the G and the B minor just so you can get an idea. So this is the G, A minor, B minor. You can experiment with adding other fingers as your ear pleases. Oh, G sus4. This works really nice. If you put the 3rd finger on top, pinky at the bottom, index finger over here, you have a G sus4 chord. And then you take that finger off. It resolves to a normal G, which is this one. Okay. And this can work really nice if you have this theme going with the E minor. Sweet. And then the last one is the B minor. Oh, we did everything. Okay, so okay, let's go back to just the main scene. Okay, guys, so I'm going to just show you a bunch of progressions that you can use in this, using these shapes. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to teach you 7 chord progressions. That was my notes. I see I need to teach you 7 chord progressions. So the first one I'm going to do is just a bunch of, we're going to say it's 1 chord progression, but actually it's a few. We're just going to do chord progressions that have 2 chords in them, because that's the best way to learn new shapes, just to take a 2 chord progression and then just kind of practice that. So we're going to do G, E minor, okay? So G, G major 7, and then E minor, and then E minor, add flat. So we're just adding that finger there. Okay, so G. So pretty tough chord progression. Will make it easier in the future, but let's just do a little bit of a strumming. Same chord sequence: G, E minor, G, and then E minor here at the 7th fret. G major 7, E minor 9. If you know some finger picking patterns, you can use them in the sus2 there, E minor 9. Okay, now let's take another chord progression. We add another chord progression, C, D. So we're going to do one chord progression, G, E minor, and then C, D. So G, E minor. I'm doing the 7th fret shape. And then we go to C, and then to D. So G, E minor, C, D. G, E minor, and C, and D. Da 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 da. C to the D. So some shapes you'll see work better, others not so good. So G, E minor, G, let's say G over B. G over B, E minor, C, D. Let's do the G major 7/B, C. Again, G major 7/B, C. So this is a new progression now. G, C. Beautiful. Let's add some chords to that. A minor after the C. So G, C. Let's go to A minor, D. Everybody knows this one, D sus4, and then back to D. But let's try putting something else in there. G, E, C, A minor, D/F sharp, G sus4, back to G, then to the C, A minor 9, to the D. Now we're gonna do another progression. Let's do C, D, B minor, C, C, E minor, sorry, C, D, B minor, and then E minor. I think those are enough chord progressions for now. I don't think there's any chords I missed. What you can also do is you can get into these ones. G, C, E minor, D. these chord progressions can inspire you to a lot of stuff, and maybe writing your own songs, maybe playing the songs that you already know better, more unique ways. Okay, finger picking these songs. So I just want to say before we go on, the G major or E minor, what is it called now? Well, it depends on how you use the song. If you make E minor your tonal center, so you make that feel like home, so make E minor feel like home, then your key is E minor. So E minor and G major share the same set of chords. It's just the one chord that feels like home, that's your key. So if G feels like the center, then it's going to be like. So there I made G feel like home, and that means G is the key of the song. Okay, so G and E minor share the same chords. It's like family members, you know, they share the same genes. But mom is mom and dad is dad. That's just how it works. Okay, what else did I want to say? That's why they're called relatives of each other, right? G major is the relative major of E minor, and vice versa. E minor is the relative minor of G major. Okay, finger picking these chords. Basically, what you want to do when you finger pick is always start with the thumb. If you're more advanced, not really, but for everybody, almost. Always start with the thumb on the 1. So on the first beat of your picking sequence, start with the thumb on the root note. And in the PDF, I've marked each chord with green. That's the root note. So green, the green notes are the root notes, okay? So always start with that with your thumb. And then you can go anywhere from there. But don't pick more. You can do two note picking patterns. So where it's just 2 notes and then it loops back to the thumb. Or you could do 3 note picking patterns. But then the whole flavor of the song changes. So I would say stick with 2 note finger picking patterns, or 4 note finger picking patterns, or 8 note finger picking patterns. Okay, so the way you write that is just be random. Okay, so just start with the thumb and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that sounds cool. When you change chords, just change the root note of the thumb. And you can write another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's cool. It's got this poppy flavor to it. Get the idea. Pretty simple stuff, and it's not rocket science. Just fit it into 4 notes. Make sure you play the thumb on the 1 on the first beat of the sequence, and then you're good to go. Okay, strumming the chords. I'm not going to say anything about that. You can strum all of these chords. Just pay attention to where you need to mute the strings. Very important. And then last but not least, remember to download the PDF so that you can get access to all these chords in one place. You can print it out and you can just have it in your flip file or whatever where you keep your stuff, or just on your computer. So have a nice day, guys. I'll see you in another video. I hope this was helpful and I hope it inspired you. Cheers.